I think that the kind of family ethos that we have down here has been built through blood, sweat, and fears. You know what I mean?
Action!
This show is not a typical show.
It's always a collaboration of visual effects and special effects in the stunt crew.
Everybody really loves this job, and they work really hard to keep it going and try to make it as real as possible.
What the audience sees is the actors and occasionally us getting to talk about it. The real heart and soul of The Walking Dead is our crew.
Sculptor, stunt coordinator.
I'm the location manager.
Costume designer.
Production designer.
I play Daryl Dixon.
I play Rick Grimes.
I play Michonne.
Hello, I'm Greg Nicotero. I'm the executive producer, frequent director, and creature zombie designer for The Walking Dead. We're here at K&B Effects, our 20,000 square foot facility in Chatsworth, California, where we manufacture all of the makeup effects for The Walking Dead.
K&B is the funnest place in the world to go. You know, you just walk in there and you get to see all these incredible props from all these amazing films and creatures that they've made, and, you know, like, it's crazy.
Zombies are like the ultimate, you know? I mean, it's kind of, with zombies, there's no limit.
Here we're making a puppet for the show, and sort of like Dr. Frankenstein, you build it from the bones up, you know? So it has a skeletal and then the muscle structure, and then we layer stuff on top of it, so we can actually use this skeleton for a variety of different puppets by putting different skins on it.
When you start like missing pieces of your body, it's got to look right. It can't just be like gore, you know? And so everyone in this room is fascinated by anatomy. Really try to make it as accurate as possible so that when people see it, it's just jarring, you know? Like when we do a bite, we'll put muscles and stuff in there so they can like yank on it and you can see that stuff rip out.
You know, the guys at K&B and all those guys, all of our people that work with the zombies to make them as scary as possible, you know, everybody's on their A game at all times.
I mean, we really spend a lot of time to make sure that the look of the zombies is unique to The Walking Dead, something a little different than you usually see on television.
Having practical, beautiful, extraordinary makeup, and the gags that they're not just makeup artists, they're scientists as well. They create mechanical gags. They do it in sort of 3 or 4 days. They conjure up. They're conjurers. They're extraordinary, creative human beings.
We've had 5 seasons of the fantastic art that the people at this shop contribute to the show. Fantastic sculptures, paint jobs, fabrication, just the outrageous ideas that we come up with for the show.
I always love our walkers that, you know, part of the skin, the way it's decayed away, you know, that it's just, you see kind of like the ears falling off, or like part of the nose is missing, you know, just the skin rotting away.
One of the most challenging was the well walker.
Keep going.
That was a full-size suit that we made out of silicone to try and figure out how we're gonna make that skin fold and move and, you know, wrinkle and buckle and make it as nasty looking as possible. So that was one of our most challenging, but most rewarding in the end. It was great. I loved
it. One of my favorites, Bicycle Girl in season 1. That's where we set the bar. You know, it's the first zombie we really ever see on the show close.
She just was jarring. I thought that her missing her bottom half was just gnarly.
I flew out to LA to K&B's studios and they did a body cast. Everything except for my legs, obviously. Several months later, I came back and they did all the color test and appliance fittings and things like that. The day that we actually filmed, it took 3.5, 4 hours to put it on. But of course, you see it, and I had the blue tights on for the green screen effect. But then seeing it on TV afterwards, even I was like, wow, that's pretty awesome. Greg and all the guys, and even, you know, the other makeup artists they had, it was almost like watching a bunch of geniuses come together and create this masterpiece.
It was successful and the most just kind of gross. Yeah, if it makes us gross out, then it's, you know, a win.
Now go back towards your feet a little bit, Melissa.
This is beyond my wildest dreams of what I had envisioned in my head. Completely different. I mean, I'm blown away. It's awesome.
Every season, we augment specific shows with puppets. And even in terms of just our zombie kills, we've sort of refined what we call our crush heads. So in season 2, we started realizing that these zombies that are walking around that have been around for a while, they kind of have the sort of consistency of like a pumpkin or a cantaloupe, that if you kind of stomp on it pretty vigorously, that you're going to crush the skull and all the brains and everything are going to splatter everywhere. And the fans of the show really love that stuff.
Well, I think I'm pretty much wearing the same pants I wore in season 1.
My boots are essential to me.